If you need a couple of 2x4s for a project around your house, there are dozens of lumber yards where you can pick that sort of stuff up.
But what if you want something a little out of the ordinary? Channel 3's Dan Kain joins us now to tell us about Moore's Sawmill in Bloomfield.
In Bloomfield, indeed. If you want some flooring custom cutter, maybe like a big oak beam, or 2x4s for that matter, Moore's can probably take care of you. I didn't even know there was a sawmill in Bloomfield, so when I heard about Moore's, I went out there to see what they saw.
My boys in there are the fifth generation to run the sawmill, and they're the seventh generation to grow up on this property, and the eighth generation's already here.
Moore's Sawmill in Bloomfield started out using steam as power back in 1875. Today it turns out 250,000 board feet a year, both standard issue and special order.
With the sawmill, we're able to saw out specific dimensions. For example, a lot of restoration work that is done, they had full-size timbers and beams and whatnot. You don't just go to the lumberyard and find that today. So that's a piece of white oak. Came from a couple miles up the road. The town took it down, and we're the local place to dispose of things like that, so it came into here.
Working from a cutting list, Donald Moore's sons Jim and Doug cut ash, cherry, maple, pine, oak, and poplar from trees, most of which are found within several miles of the sawmill. The trick with sawing lumber from a log is figuring the best way to send it past the blade to get the most board feet, be it flooring, paneling, 2x4s, or beams.
Because of the sawmill, because of being able to create and do things, I tell people that if we've got a log big enough to make what you want, we can make it.
Don says it's not unusual for people clearing lots to build homes to use the lumber from the trees in the construction of their houses. For example, oak flooring.
People have a greater appreciation because they took the natural resource on their property and were able to put it back into the house.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of pride in that.
So you're walking around on the trees that cleared the lot?
That grew out right outside the door.
Moore's specializes in random width, tongue-and-groove planking for floors, but is interested in any job that requires their specialized skills and equipment.
Life is about people, not about things. It's people that make the things. So it brought you to me, and it brings other people to us, and we enjoy people and dealing with people and their projects. There's always going to be logs to be sawn and lumber to be made, and it's a question of who's going to get it and who's going to appreciate it.